It's sad.
It is sad, but things have been good.
I'll go find out what.
Things have been
Stay
good.
here.
No issues for over 2 months. I'm down with that. I am so down with that. I feel the tingly of the high all right here.
Oh no.
Maybe they seen that you wouldn't be oppressed by them.
Something I can do.
Well, a couple months ago, I got tired of it, and I called the FBI live on stream about it and gave them all the information and screen names, and then I sent them the screenshots and recordings that I had of everything and the communications between me and them, and then that's when it stopped. Also, there were some accounts in the Twitch stream that have always been in the Twitch stream that are like in everybody's Twitch streams, and they were recently banned from the stream, and then we stopped getting hangups on the Twitch stream. I have no idea. They don't tell you anything like that. Like, only if I would have had damages to me during it, then they would probably keep me apprised if I was suing them, but I'm not suing anybody. But what they're doing is the state picks it up, the state or the feds pick it up, and they press the charges for whatever's going on. And if I had been stolen from or had any of my property damaged, then I would have been informed for whatever type of compensation they were forced to pay.
What now?
But they're not going to tell me anything. They only told me to tell them if it continued again. And if it does continue, thank you. If it does continue at all, the first thing we're doing is streaming live like we're doing now, and I'm calling the FBI again and reporting the next incident. I do know that a couple weeks ago, somebody with an account named I'm So Sorry on Kick popped in, and they said that they were really sorry for what they had done, and that they were one of those people, and that they'd asked if I could call the FBI and tell them not to do anything. And I'd quoted that I can't call the FBI and tell them not to do anything. Your best bet is to just not do anything anymore. And then I blocked and banned them from the channel. And then I went to their channel and I said, listen, I forgive you, but we have nothing to say to each other. Have a great day.
And now they were only sorry when they got into shit now.
Yep.
Sacks of shit.
Yep. But I don't hold any grudges against anybody. I'm just living my life like always. I live moment to moment. That shit only affects me when it's happening. It doesn't affect me when it's not happening. I don't bring it up when it's not talking about. Yeah. It was serious to begin with.
They don't want to deal with a fraction of what you did.
Right. I gave the feds access to all of my accounts, because I don't do anything that I'm fucking hiding or ashamed of or fucking need to worry about.
They dragged themselves under and now they have to deal with the consequences.
Yep.
They're just little poop stins on the internet. I hope they learned their lesson and are on the right path now, though.
I hope so too. They do. They absolutely do. And sometimes, you know, when people are young, they're not realizing the harm they're causing at the time, or attempting to cause. Like, if they would have done that to a weaker person, it might have been more problematic. Like, if somebody would have taken their own life for the kind of trauma that they were trying to inflict, then that could have been something of an extreme nature for them, legally. For their families, for everybody around them, for their whole lives. I'm destroying this dude, James.
What's up, brother?
I'm destroying this dude.
I can hear it. I just can't see it yet.
How much does Twitch take out of the donations?
Most of it. Twitch keeps 55% of the money.
How do I know how
Unless
many
you're
followers I
partnered.
have?
Kick gives me 95% of the money. And then points.
Points. At Poo Patrol 123 has 240 points. At Poo Patrol 123, Poo Patrol 123 has 1,805 souls and is ranked 144/634 on the leaderboard. Damn, that's bullshit. Next time I'll do kick. The $10 only 4.5
Yep.
went to you.
That's what happens on Twitch, and that's why Trainwreck and them wanted to make the new
WWAD12 has 12 points.
platform,
WWAD12 has 10,959 souls and is
because
ranked
it's
634 on the
fucked
leaderboard.
that one of the richest men in the world is taking so much from us.
110 souls and is ranked 184/634 on the leaderboard.
But now I don't know if there's a way to do bits and stuff like that on Kick. You can subscribe and gift subscriptions on Kick. And that helps a lot there, because I need more numbers in that. In viewership, I need 75 viewers and like 50 concurrent subs to be able to start making real money on Kick. I need, for Twitch, the only thing I need left is 75 viewers. I need 75 viewers for a month and then I can become partnered on Kick. Fucking done, son. Enemy slain.
This game is so badass.
This game is so fucking badass. This is so awesome, you guys. So far, the best fights were the Titan fight and the Bahamut fight.
Yeah.
Yes.
You.
Yo.
Right now. Wish me luck.
Peace out. Travel safely. Come back. And have fun. That's the most important thing. Have fun.
They might have a chance to find true salvation.
Thank you so much for being here and conversing with me. Infinite peace and love directed at you. The streams begin
Fall off of her bike.
at 8 a.m. Pacific time, roughly. Sometimes there's a few minutes, give or take.
Duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment.
Hydrate time had a long day.
Hi, Winged Branch. How are you? Nice to see you. Hydrate time. Let's go. I got a bowl here that's got weed and hash and dab in it. All
my lord.
to Wade.
I did not mean to trouble you with this.
Wade had the wonderful idea of creating a badass bowl.
Master Cyril for me.
Let me know when you're ready.
Your duty will be done.
Being a long day to go by fast, were you busy the whole day?
Look, my lord.
And welcome.
They are saved.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
I'm gonna be in here much less when school starts up again, but I will still be in here quite a bit, but I don't need to worry about that for.
No, you don't gotta worry about shit. You just gotta do you. Do you. Do you. We're doing literally 15 hours every day of streaming. It's primarily on Kick. All of the stream is on Kick. Only the games are on Twitch. I'm trying to put the stream on YouTube also. Yet. So, doing an extra 2 to get $15 million? Fuck yeah, that's what I'm doing. James, would you do 1 year in prison for $1 million or 4 years for $15 million?
I only need one.
I'm gonna do the 15. I've got a bunch of kids.
I only need one. I'll turn that one into a wolf.
You would. I would believe in you. You know how to. You would be good at that. I could do the 4 for 15. I'd read a lot of books.
Way too young
to lose you right now.
Many years. Yeah. If he was older, I would do it.
Right, I get that. These are very important years, and if there's some other man there at this point during that time in his life, then you're some stranger to him.
Right. And then I'll just be like a money thing to him.
Yep. And that's not fun.
Fucking.
I'd do 4 for 15 mil any day.
Yep, 4 for 15 mil, I would. My kids are all old enough. I've been in prison. They all know that. I could do it.
It's a smarter decision.
That's what I could do it that way.
My Lord Marquis.
Well, you, 1 year for 1 mil? Fuck, dude, you be set. Your kid can miss you for 1 year. Big deal. $1 million when you're done that you're going to turn into some real money afterwards? Fuck.
And then plus whatever I get for...
You're set. You are set.
My settlement?
Right? We're not even talking about that right now. That'll just be money that you can sit there and fucking turn into an investment fund that grows for your kid when he becomes an adult.
Okay, well, if you got 1 million for 1 year and it doubled every year, how many years would you stay?
If I got 1 million for 1 year and it doubled every year, how many years would I stay? So 1 million the first year, 2 million the second year, 4 million the third year. Well, that deal already, I'm taking the 3 for 4.
Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that.
But if that's point, I'll stay the 4 for 8 million. Fuck it, I'll stay 5 for 16 million. Fine, I'm gonna stay the goddamn year, dude. I'm gonna stay the year. Then I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna stay. No, I'm gonna stay.
For the right to choose.
I'll do 5 years.
Is no less sacred.
Right.
Choose how one lives.
I'll do 6 for 32 mil.
At this age in my life, right, in this biomechanical containment unit, I will do 5 years for 1 million doubled every year.
To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression
And go for
of one's
16.
faith. It matters not how
I could do that.
misguided others might judge one's decision to be, only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the
Totally do
teachings
that.
of our order.
Like I said, I did 2 in a maximum security for being more in debt.
And yes, we die for them.
So that's a deal.
For better
And then, like I was saying, at my age, in this biomechanical containment, and even though I'm fine, I'm healthy, I'm fit.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them.
5 years, 47,
It was right.
doable.
I believe.
Did you kill Ultima earlier? I was gone like halfway through the fight.
We beat his ass. I don't think we killed him.
Slaves, but willing
He like
servants.
warped us to another dimension.
And this was his will. The ultimate expression of it. All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is
That's
my
right.
duty.
That's right, Clive.
I just beat the Spurs
Woo!
with the Celtics.
My lord, it has been. And
Are you gonna make money on this?
The greatest honor of my life.
No.
House
2K.
Oh, okay.
Our duties may differ.
Yes, basketball's
Is
over.
no less
Oh,
important.
I don't know about sports.
With all my heart
No, I know.
for your success. And were they here?
I mean, I know that
No doubt
that
but that
NBA is the one with the stick and the puck, right?
brothers and sisters.
Yeah, and you get touchdowns.
Yeah, touchdowns with the stick and the puck. That's NBA.
Yep.
And you could spike it.
Yes.
That was funny.
National Bowling Association,
That's right.
NBA.
You know, when I was a kid, I scammed some people out of some money, like $1,000. I had this hat that said CBC, and I went door to door in this neighborhood that I wasn't from,
offended someone.
and said, I'm from the California Boys Club. We're collecting, I just got a silver trophy. We're collecting money for yada yada yada, and I took names and fucking addresses and phone numbers and told everybody who donated that they were going to be put into a drawing to go to France from the California Boys Club, and a lot of people donated. I had like just over $1,000 doing that. Just wearing a hat that said CBC and dressing nice as a fucking 9-year-old or a 10-year-old kid.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's a good little scam.
It worked.
And the people just thought that they lost the draw.
Yep, they just thought they lost the drawing, so no big deal.
No biggie.
Just walk around in wealthy neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Alright, here's a side quest. We're just trying to clear up as many side quests as we can. Hey, Hayden, thanks for still being here. I love you, man. Are you enjoying what you're watching?
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak.
And thanks for checking in because Kick has implemented new rules about tabs and lurkers. So, lurkers and tabs don't count. You actually have to be an active chatter. Otherwise, your viewership is a non-viewership, which sucks.
He asked if I might have a solution.
You can't have
He was getting back on.
your account open on multiple tabs either.
One of your co-conspirators? Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
I don't know.
Another outlaw, then.
I didn't hear him say he was leaving. On Kick. Twitch has implemented some fucked up rules recently. You're not allowed to multi-broadcast. You can't promote marijuana. But you can promote alcohol, dumb fuck.
Can solve our problems. You still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages. Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to.
But I break those rules still right now. We're breaking those rules. What are they gonna do to me?
Take a little persuasion, but luckily I
Tell me no, no.
Unexpected help. From who? Why, you.
Maybe if I finally get a fucking suspension on Twitch, my channel will get some recognition because there's articles that pop up that say these people were suspended on Twitch for this reason.
Well, the old battle axe was.
And maybe I would be in that. You're like, huh? It's Infernal Gaming.
When I started streaming, I had to read guidelines. They are really stupid and mind-blowing.
Right? Really dumb fucking guidelines. Like, women can walk around in pasties and fucking G-strings in a bubble bath and sleep on stream and make fucking $10,000 a night. Man, you'd be a very, very, very wealthy person. How old are you now? God damn. So for 17 years, $1 million doubled every year. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1024, 2048, 4096. That's just, I can't do this right now. I'm fucking playing a video game.
So Twitch banned the person for 2 fucking days.
Are you serious? Like, I'm gonna go fucking shoot up Twitch headquarters! And they get fucking 2-day suspension. I was not saying that, in case anybody's listening. I'm a felon. I don't even have a fucking gun. Or so you think. I gotta say things like that for the legality. Not trying to hem myself up.
And once those who crowd the cities are fed,
and they perma-ban other streamers for the pettiest stuff. Let's just say I'd be so fucking rich I would be able to make my entire family multi-millionaires and their families millionaires.
Yep. You'd have generational wealth.
Forgive the interruption.
Generational wealth at that point. You'd be able to do anything you wanted in the whole fucking world. You could go buy multiple islands, houses in fucking other countries, deals with fucking foreign dignitaries, start making laws.
quality of the company you keep.
buying senators and congressmen and fucking judges.
Expecting him to keep the man's a criminal. Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding...
Donald Trump would want to know you because you would have money.
He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw. Once more onto the breach.
I'd probably have some weird politicians trying to come get me to do some weird shit.
You know you would. You know damn well you would.
Shall we begin?
I was just typing that.
What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of
Yep,
those
you
that already
absolutely
exist.
would.
We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just.
You be going to islands like Epstein's.
I imagine some resistance, much.
Like they'd be inviting you to them. I still think it's so funny that fucking paraplegic young Republican congressman that was fired recently, the shit that he was saying after he first became a congressman, that shit was hilarious. He's like, yeah, all these fucking top Republican congressmen are inviting me to these coke orgies. And then suddenly he's no longer a congressman because he spilled their secrets. He's like this super Christian, and they tried inviting him to these fucking coke sex orgies. And he came out publicly saying that they did that, and then they fucking blackballed him hardcore. Talked about his drinking when he was in college just fucking 3 years ago kind of shit.
Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the triunity.
Him talking about how gay is wrong, and then they showed him fucking in a dress while he was drunk in college.
Oh my god.
So they like made him look like a fool, even though he was saying real shit that those people were doing, inviting him to fucking coke orgies.
That it is. This is the role you will.
Like, could you imagine Mitch McConnell coming up to you and be like, "Hey, you want to come do some coke on these fucking hookers with us?"
Your supporting cast.
Right.
We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities.
Do you know why Donald hates on Rosie O'Donnell or whoever? I might be young, so I don't really who Rosie is.
Rosie O'Donnell? She never liked Donald Trump, and she talked some shit about him, and then he just, from that moment on, he always talked shit on her.
As proof of our faith in you, I will.
Shit for shit.
It's just because she was a public figure, and she said something that everybody heard back in the fucking 90s or 2000s, and from that day on, he always just talked shit about Rosie. So I've been paying a lot of attention to politics. It's worthy to pay attention to. Like, it's hard to see that our votes count when districts are gerrymandered and voters get disenfranchised. It's hard to see that our votes count when the Electoral College subjugates the will of the popular vote and chooses a special interest vote instead, that state winds up swinging because of that Electoral College vote. When one person's vote counts for half of your state's delegates, and then the rest of your state, those individual delegates count 10 to 1. Like 10 people count as one.
If you spend 17
and then one person counts for the other half of them.
5 billion, I think.
You know, that makes you feel like your votes don't count. But when people vote in overwhelming numbers, they can't change that. And the young people who are just now hitting voter age, who are about to turn voter age, who have just recently turned voter age, you know, every 2 years there's an election cycle. You got the midterm elections and then the elections. Both of those elections are very important. The midterm elections are probably some of the most important you need to pay attention to. And those are the ones that are least often paid attention to. And the people who vote in the midterm elections typically are the people who are stuck in an archaic past, who want the good old days, who want us to roll back progression that we've done for the environment, for human rights, for each other, for people in poverty, for animal protections, for not going to war and killing everybody. the powers that the people who vote in the midterms, they're the ones who want us to drill the land, who want us to keep driving fucking diesel trucks everywhere, who want us to hunt all the lions and the polar bears and the fucking eagles. They're the people who want to be able to marry their fucking 13-year-old cousins. This is the Republican Party. The monotheistic Republican Party. That's what they want to do. They want to force their beliefs into our society, into our laws, so that everybody is subjugated to their personal belief structure, their religious construct. And it's fucked. It's right now though, there's a huge majority of young people who are very, very politically active. And you need to pay attention to what's going on, to what the people are saying. Now, something that I've learned in my life is when you hear people talking shit about others, let's say that you and me are having a conversation, and then I'm talking shit to you about a specific person, right? Chances are, when I'm talking to that other person that I was just talking shit about, I'm talking that same kind of shit about you.
Right.
All right? So if you hear somebody sitting there running their mouth talking bad shit about people all the fucking time, guess what? They're saying that same shit about you when you're not there, when they're talking to those people. When you see those people who are talking to those people that they're talking shit about, and then they're friendly with them, they're talking shit about everybody, to everybody. And that's not a good thing to do. That's the wrong kind of people to associate with. But we've allowed people like, let's say, I'm going to use rich people, okay? Rich people, they think that they can get away with a lot because they're coddled when they're young. They're told that it's okay, you can do these things. Oh, don't upset the baby. Don't cause this problem. And they sweep everything under the rug for that person, which makes it so that person has no real conflict resolution. When that person has no real conflict resolution in their lives, they wind up becoming bullies. They force their way through things. Now, what I've experienced and recall in my life in politics was I liked Ross Perot when I was a teenager. I thought he sounded cool. He sounded like he wanted people to be free, wanted to help as many people as possible, wanted to stop government spending in a fucked up way. He seemed like a good person, but he seemed like he was a weird old fucking twerpy dude. Like, there was no way someone like him could have ever become president. He just looked too weird. Look him up. Ross Perot. He fucking looks weird as shit. Like, somebody, you'd be like, don't go near that person's house, he's a creepo. So, he couldn't get the vote, no matter what his opinions are. Currently, everybody who's been running...
There will be a Republican in office next because of the Democrat-Republican trend.
Not necessarily. So, when you look at that, okay, we'll go back as far as I really started paying attention, which was Bush Sr. Bush Sr. had... How many terms did Bush Sr. have? I was young. Let's look it up. Did he have 1 or 2 terms?
Yeah. I mean, you can only have 2, but...
So, Bush Sr. was president for 1 term. Bill Clinton was president for 2 terms. Bush Jr., let's see how many he was for. Bush Jr. was the first one in a long time to get 2 terms. Obama got 2 terms.
Yeah.
Okay, then Trump got 1 term and was impeached twice. And now we've got Biden. So it sounds like Biden's probably going to get a 2nd term. When you look at those kind of numbers, it shows the Republicans usually get one term. But what's weird...
I meant it goes from Republican to Democrat, not the terms. Isn't
like,
Biden really stupid?
He's just old, and as you age, you get to those ages, your mind starts slipping. That's the only problem with Biden. He's too fucking old. Way too fucking old. Donald Trump is way too fucking old. We need somebody who's in their 30s, in their 40s, in the fucking White House. We need somebody who is in touch with the youth, as well as can communicate with the old fuckers. We need someone who can bridge that gap between everybody. We need to hey, I do it. And I found out recently that even an ex-felon is allowed to become president in the United States. I have no warrants, so I'm good.
2024.
I fucking have no warrants, so I'm good. I just need people to fucking want me to do it. And then I would need to be able to be funded and start getting... I don't know how to even do any of that. I'd have to do a grassroots organization and get all of you young people to do it. If I got millions of you out there giving me $1, then we could start a fucking grassroots campaign. A no-party campaign. A no-party campaign. A restructure campaign.
Hey bro, you've got my vote. Well, I can't really vote because I'm in a different country.
That's okay. You know what's funny? So also, when you look at the history of, like voter fraud, the people who are screaming loudest about voter fraud are the Republicans. And then, when you look at the people who have been convicted of voter fraud, 78% of them are Republicans. So they're screaming the loudest about things that they themselves are doing. That's a part of what I was telling you when you hear people talking their shit, to listen to what they're saying and how they're saying it and how often they're saying that shit. Because that's the kind of person that they are. That's what they're doing. They're doing that to everybody.
So they just ratted themselves out.
They do. They rat themselves out. But they South Park did a perfect explanation of what it was. It's the Darvo technique. We'll let everybody listen to that right now. Okay? South Park. Darvo. Videos. Come on, bitch, play. There's a commercial. We're letting the commercial play. Sorry. But it's exactly what the Republican Party does. The current Republican Party. I'm not saying all the people in the Republican Party are this way.
2023 is going fast.
Okay? It is. It's going fast as fuck. The years are going to start breezing by. It's going to be insane. Here we go. This is what it is.
What? Who? Oh, okay, sure, put him through.
That's supposed to be Donald Trump.
This is the president. Hi, Mr. President. I'm really sorry to bother you. Look, I'm in a bit of trouble. Oh, tell me about it. Yeah, someone got some supposed evidence on me doing something illegal. Well, did you tell everyone you didn't do anything wrong? Yeah.
I like how South Park just doesn't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
Accusations to make yourself a victim? Did I what? Oh, jeez. Darvo, Randy. Deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender. All right, let's role play. You be your accusers, and I'll be you. Okay,
this is what they do.
Hey, you blew up people's yards who were growing their own marijuana. No, I didn't. Are you joking, you psychopath? Now you're blowing up my yard. Go ahead, try another one. You illegally damage property to make your business. You damage property to make your business more profitable, you lying sack of shit. I'm not gonna be bullied by you. See? It's really not that hard. Just takes a little chin wiggle. Jeez, you're really
That's
good
literally exactly what they do.
From you is some personnel. Do you know any good?
Fucking literally. There's something going on, and they are doing this thing, and then they start screaming loud and attacking the other person like they're doing it, to take the eyes off of them for doing it.
For real.
Deny, reverse victimize the offender. It's terrible. It's terrible. And literally everything they're screaming about are the things that they're doing. And it gets proven when they all get busted. Like, you know who was on, right, you know who was on Epstein's flight log? The Clintons, Tom Hanks, Donald Trump. You know who wasn't? Biden, Obama. Like, that says enough for me. The fact that Donald Trump, those motherfuckers, the fact that he was friends with Jeffrey Epstein for 23 years before he supposedly cut ties with him says a lot. They were friends before Epstein owned that island. They were friends before Donald Trump created Mar-a-Lago. There's reports of the children being procured from Mar-a-Lago and brought to Epstein's island. This is after Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein cut personal ties. Donald Trump was on Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs numerous times. Donald Trump was a financier of Jeffrey Epstein's pedophile island. In fact, I wouldn't doubt that prior to the owning of the island and the creation of Mar-a-Lago, while they were friends, when they were making backrooms business deals, they chose to make a business this way, where they were procuring young girls for the elite to have sex with. Guaranteed. And then they put cameras in these places so they had dirt on the elite. So the elite could help keep them out of trouble.
Hiring young girls to hire other young girls, too.
Exactly. He had 14-year-old girls hiring other fucking 12 or 13-year-old girls, talking to them, saying what a great thing it is to do. And he'd pick these girls who were young and pretty and came from broken homes.
Okay, bro, I'm all head out because I really need to get some sleep because
and that's the friends of Donald fucking Trump.
And then you see how far they go.
Right. It's just disgusting. It's disgusting that so many Americans are blindly looking past these facts and following this person like he's the fucking Messiah. It's really disgusting.
This fucker had an egg-shaped penis.
Right? A little fat, fucking short, pointy penis.
I'll let the shit know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness. No time like the present, eh? No time like the present. I'll await you there. Northreach.
So it shows a sickness in the Republican Party. There's also a sickness in the Democratic Party. The sickness that they have is a money sickness. What happens with the Democrats is they're able to be bought off easily. They have high promises, but they have no follow-through.
But tracking it down will not be easy.
Because
are you sure?
They say what the people want to hear, right? But then special interests have their money so deep in the political system that they're able to stop everything that anybody wants to do and force them to go a certain way. And then with things like Epstein's pedophile island and the dirt that's on all these fucking higher-ups, there's people that have this information. They threaten to release the information if these fucking people don't play game. And so they fucking start doing what all the special interests want them to do.
Forgive me, Clyde.
The only president that I've witnessed, honestly, and people don't like this fact, but literally the only president that I've ever seen that actually tried to do anything, that it was a miracle he was able to get the healthcare thing done, was Barack Obama. He tried so hard. He was in office all the time. And the Republican Party, as soon as he was inaugurated, their whole mission was, we're going to make him a one-term president. And everything they did, he was a two-term president. Everything they fucking did. They tried hard. Literally, if there's a machine, okay, and this machine has gears and cogs, and these things help everything move to make everything go fluidly like it's supposed to. You know what the Republicans were doing? Putting fucking wrenches into that machine and rocks to make it stop and function and dysfunction and break. They literally tried to break the machine. Every Republican office committed treason against Barack Obama. Every single thing that he tried to do, they fucking stopped, and they filibustered in the fucking House when the votes were supposed to be passed. And if you don't know what a filibuster is, that means, let's say there's 12 people in the Democrats and there's 12 people in the Republicans, and they're all there and they're ready to hold a vote. And each person has a chance to go up there and say something, so that then the 12 and 12 can do their votes and hold the count and see how it's going to go. Okay? They can't do that if somebody's talking at the podium. So one of the people who doesn't want the thing to go down, they'll stand there and they'll literally wear diapers, okay? And put water and crackers in their fucking suit pockets. And then they will stand there for 27 hours. Literally stand there for 27 hours and make it so all the time is ran out and no votes can be held. Then it has to be put off for the next year. And that's exactly what the Republicans have been doing the whole time. In my fucking existence in this body, the Republicans have been trying to destroy progression in fucking America. The Republicans in office. And a lot of people out there who are raised in these fucking Republican states, a lot of young people think they're Republican, but you're not. You're not. You're not. You think you are because of your influences. You need to change those influences. I promise you, you need to change those influences. You're hurting yourself in so many ways. You can't stop the progression. You can slow it down. I made a TikTok video earlier today. You know how people are like, there's so much gay in the movies and the songs and the media now, right? We've even talked about this, right? It's everywhere, okay? There's pride rallies, which are everywhere, almost in every month. There's protests and things going on. But do you want to know why that's occurring? The only reason that occurs is because of the people who are against it. If the people who are against it just shut up about it fucking 70 years ago and didn't go outside and start picketing and start getting on TV saying homosexuality is a sin and God hates fags, if that stuff wasn't said, then guess what? There wouldn't be groups of people banding together fighting against that hate. Those hateful people created Pride Month, Pride rallies, Pride marches. Those hateful people set the wheels in motion for that to happen. For the world to be shown in a way. It is. It's super. It can't be. It's so hard. It's so fucking hard. They don't allow it to be safe for you. For anybody. And it's really, really disturbing. When you look at the fact of humanity, and not just humanity as a whole, but the animal kingdom as a whole. And we've had this discussion numerous times on stream, but every species of animal that uses sex for procreation has homosexual relationships, has lesbian relationships, and has hetero relationships. Every single species of animal. Every single species. Many species will have interspecies relations. They don't give a fuck. They're just horny and they're gonna fuck. Doesn't matter if it's a boy, doesn't matter if it's a girl, doesn't matter if it's a cat, doesn't matter if it's a dog, doesn't matter if it's a person. Most animals will just fuck if they can. Some animals will just sit there and fuck their fucking trees. Boy animals masturbate all the time. I've literally watched a dog go like this. Like stood on his back legs and put his elbows together and humped his fucking elbows. Literally watching a dog masturbate with his elbows. I'm a dog breeder, okay? I have some girl dogs.
I saw a dog fuck a steering wheel.
Who are part of the breeding program, right? But when it's time for them to be in heat, you know what happens when they're in heat? They go and lick the girls' pussies. They go and mount each other. The girls will mount the fuck out of each other. And they're sitting there, one girl will mount on top of the other girl and sit there and just like fuck her like she's got a strap on, right? And they do it. They sit there and fuck each other all the time. Some of these girls, they don't give a shit if it's a boy or a girl, but some of the girls, they want nothing to do with the boys. They are not a straight dog. They are a lesbian dog. Some of our boy dogs that we think are going to be good breeding dogs, nope. They want nothing to do with the girls, but they want to fuck the shit out of the boy dogs. Hi, Clay. They're happy as fuck trying to hump the other boy dogs in the butthole. And some of those boy dogs, they flag their tail over to get fucked. In the animal kingdom, and human beings are animals, sexuality is just there. It's just fucking there. Since the dawn of humanity. You like fucking boy dogs, Jay the butthole? Yeah.
Right in the butthole.
Right in the butthole. But the fact that so many... Oh, I know you're joking, Clay. The fact that so many of those people who are anti-homosexual, bisexual, trans, all those anti-people in the past 70 years...
All my messages from being checked by mods.
So, I'm the mod.
My dog humped my dad's friend's daughter and he finished on her and she screamed he peed on me.
That's hella funny. That is hella funny. That's actually really funny. But the anti-trans people, the anti-gay people, they're the ones who created the pride marches and the pride rallies that they fucking hate now. Their bigoted hate is what created it. Like I said, set the wheels in motion. Well, of course she was going to scream. She didn't know it was coming on her. She only thought it was peeing on her. So that dog fucking splurt all over her leg. Fucking pervert ass dog.
I thought it was hilarious.
It is hilarious.
Indeed.
My little brother, when he was 3, 4, and 5 years old, he had this giant stuffed bee he used to like to fuck.
Oh, I remember you saying that.
Right, absolutely swole, absolutely swole. And you don't have to be, like, what you are is what you are. As long as you're not being hateful, there's no need to be hateful, you know? People don't have to be hateful. There's straight people, there's non-straight people. There's people who feel more masculine while they were born a woman. There are people who feel more effeminate and they were born a man. There's some people who feel so much that way and they have the ability, somehow they make the money to be able to do it.
Another
But
one of my dad's friends keeps repeating in the corner of his room behind his closet
to
for years.
get sex change operations. Speaking of, and South Park, did you guys see that South Park when Mr. Garrison became a Mrs. Garrison? They literally showed a sex change operation.
Of course.
In that South Park episode, they showed a penis being cut open and off, and pulled out, folded inside of itself, and turned into a vagina on South Park. They did it really fast, but they fucking showed it, a real one. The reason they were allowed to show it is because it was a real medical procedure.
Sure what's wrong. And don't say nothing.
Wait, they showed an unanimated one?
Yeah, it was unanimated. It was real.
I've received word from Cyril.
Holy shit.
During that scene, like, this episode was animated, and suddenly there was an unanimated fucking sex change operation happening.
Well.
Wow.
Where? In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the
I think
Dutch
people should be happy in their bodies.
Hydrate. I'll take 2 blinkers if you take
Personally, I think people should be happy in their bodies. I think you should learn to understand and appreciate the skin that you're in.
Cyril asked that I join
I
the
agree.
for my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but
No matter who you are or what body you're in, you should not be made to feel ashamed for the body you have.
of course.
You are a beautiful person, and your life matters.
Very well.
But if you go and change your body, guess what? That's who you are, and I accept you and I love you. And if that makes you feel better, that's better for the world. And I'm sorry for the people out there that cause any issue. Technically a part of the trans community. My gender is X on my driver's license.
Do you think they'll come back?
Like, I understand. I'm in a man's body. I have a penis. But honestly, a lot of the things that I've always been into have not been things that men are into. I like women, and I'd rather be into figure skating, ice skating, volleyball for sports.
Volleyball is a good sport.
I never liked football, baseball, basketball,
By all means.
rugby, playing fucking tag. I like playing kissing tag. I like playing house, and I like playing doctor. I like playing with dolls.
Pervert.
I was a pervert. I was a molested kid. It fucking turned me into a pervert, you know? That's what happens when kids are molested. They're fucking... They're...
Played the same
Are you
game.
done smoking for tonight?
No. I'm ready to go again. Let's smoke some more.
Full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless.
Stream is close to over, though.
And even
We're
better for
having a
her,
good
there
conversation
was with no
now.
one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now.
He called a female a retard. He called a female an R word in the bathroom.
I can't
Now,
let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk
in my
shipwreck or
experience,
shadow
when I was in
than
school,
to starve.
okay, people didn't fuck with me because I'm crazy. I had to show that once in elementary school, and I didn't get fucked with. Like in 5th grade, I shoved my thumb through some kid's eyeball on the fucking basketball, or on the football field where I was playing with some friends trying to do some boy stuff, and I didn't do it very well. But I don't know what we're talking about right now. Oh, he raped her? Some person who claimed to be a male transitioning to female wanted to use the bathroom, the female bathroom. He got greenlit to do so, and he raped a girl in the locker room.
Yeah, that was a big issue for a while. That's why they didn't want to have them share bathrooms.
Wasn't it shown that kid wasn't really trans, though?
Oh, okay.
Like, I think it was proven that kid wasn't trans. He never lived like a trans. He never did anything. There were never writings in his house that he was trans. He was a male who was trying to abuse that authority and do that on purpose. He was like so he is one of the same people who did what I'm about to tell you happened all the time. Okay? So if there's a boy in school who's feminine, who's gay or bisexual, and it's outwardly obvious, right? If there's a boy like that in school, when I was in school, and this was late elementary school, junior high, and high school. So the most important years of your fucking school life, where all of the most of you are right now. When there was an effeminate male, and he happened to be in the bathroom or in the locker room with the other boys, the cis males,
people, but I'm always supportive.
you know what the cis males did? Right, you don't gotta understand to support. You just understand that people are people and nobody should fucking be fucked up to anybody. But these boys who were this way, they would be verbally, mentally, emotionally, physically, and sexually accosted and assaulted in the bathrooms and locker rooms by cis males. They'd go in there and be like, suck my dick, you fucking faggot, and throw them to the ground and literally pull their dicks out and shove it in the fucking gay person's face. And make that gay person put their penis in their mouth. Who's the real gay person? The person who willingly likes to kiss boys, or the person who's forcing some dude to suck his dick in front of his friends while they're laughing?
Yeah.
Do you know how often that shit happens? And that does not get reported. You know why that doesn't get reported? Because they feel ashamed for how they are inside. And that's the reason why these males who are effeminate wanted to be able to use the female bathroom. They will not get raped in there. But men can fuck shit up. Women can fuck shit up. People can fuck shit up for everybody. It's disgusting that occurred, what you're talking about, Clay. It's fucking disgusting that occurred. I have witnessed what I said go down in 1,000 different ways. Witnessed it go down. Literally from elementary school, junior high, and high
Use the
school.
bathroom with
And
someone
I've
I
lived in
can tell is
California,
something you
Wyoming,
just don't
Montana,
know.
fucking Nevada, Arizona, Utah, Colorado. And I went to school in all of these places, in all of these different states. This occurred. This is why trans males wanted to use the females' bathrooms. And it's fucked that no matter where you are, no matter what town you live in, no matter what religious organization you're a part of, no matter what political affiliation you have, there's someone in that group that will do fucked up shit that will make the whole look bad. One bad apple spoils the bunch. But you can't look at one case and extrapolate that to every situation. What I'd mentioned is something that people all over the nation will tell you has happened. That situation that Clay mentioned is the only time that's happened in the whole United States. One time, one high schooler. But now, the situation that I mentioned happening in school, it doesn't just happen in school. It happens in bathrooms in bars. It happens in the fucking
It could happen anywhere.
dugouts in the fucking when you're playing baseball. In the locker rooms.
Literally.
Anywhere where there's congregations of men, that happens to the men who are trans or gay. This is the only day and age right now, how you mentioned that wouldn't happen in your school, Clay. This is the only day and age right now where that's happening least than it's ever happened before. And the reason it's happening least is for the past 30 years, there's been pride rallies. There's been people out there showing gay people are people too. Trans people are people too. It's been shown in the movies. It's been shown in the movies.
WWAD12, thank you for the 100 bits.
And
this
alone is why there's less of that happening now, because all the young people have been raised seeing it. It's a part of life. It's not as big of a deal. Whereas when I was young people, everybody was like, God hates fags. Fags burn in hell. Sodomy's a sin. And that was all over the news. That was all over the streets. What kind of loving God even acts that way? Or what kind of person who supposedly believes in an all-loving and forgiving and fucking knowing God would behave in such a manner? Like, how sick is it truly?
For real.
That these monotheists typically Christian, because for monotheists, I've never been hurt by a Muslim. But people who believe in Christ, they're the only ones who have ever caused me harm, pain, wrong in this world. And usually, the large majority of Republicans are that way. And a large majority of the Republican Christians are anti-LGBTQ. There are some who are not, who are fine with people being people. No person has the right to cause harm to another person. The only person you have the right to control is your fucking self. And those people need to learn to control their fucking mouths and their fucking actions.
WWAD12 just cheered 50 bits. Thanks for the support at WW8. At Mubok you leveled up to leave.
I just don't understand. You know what hurts you. That hurts everybody else too. You know what it would feel like to be wronged and what kind of things would wrong you. So why do that to somebody else? We're going to hear some Depeche Mode. And then we're going to end stream.
You're gonna do what?
Listen to some Depeche Mode real quick. perfect song for what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's old. I don't give a fuck. It's good and it's poignant.
We'll be needing the Enterprise.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception that we travel together.
And thank you so much for the cheering so much, Wade. That was awesome.
It's an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid.
See, and that's a good belief
was
to
a
have.
name in the prison register.
Your church tries to tell you that, tells everybody that. God is everywhere. God is in everything. God is all around us. God is inside us. You are, in fact, made in God's image and likeness. You know what that tells me?
Held captive in that place.
You
He must be very
are
important to you.
God.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
If God is everything, in everywhere, where are you? Are you something? Are you somewhere? I mean, weren't you already told that God inhabits you?
As do I, Doris.
You are God. On that same token, you are the devil. On that same token, you are a human fucking being. Let's do it. Let's do it. I like the hits. The church tells you half the truth. And you know that's true because of how the Bible was made. They collect all the books and they say only these ones are the Bible. All the other books are heresy. Burn them and destroy them. Yeah, that shows they're lying to you. That shows their whole story was a lie. We're There's no need for people to have animosity. I can't understand what makes a man hate another man. Help me understand. People are people. Why should it be that you and I should get along so awfully? It's obvious you hate me, though. I've done nothing wrong. I've never even met you, so what could I have done? What's up, Red? How you doing? Nice to see you. This is the end of stream tonight. We're doing good. We were just talking about trans and gay and hetero and religion and society and fucking politics, and it was actually a pretty good fucking conversation. Yo, Alpha Grizz, what's good? How you doing? We'll take another rip at everybody.
Oh, shit.
And because we were having that as the conversation topic to end stream, I decided to play some Depeche Mode.
Scott, who's your inspiration, man?
Who is my inspiration? I've never had an inspiration. I've always been my own inspiration. I've never had a good person to look up to. Final Fantasy inspired me. Fucking Final Fantasy inspired me. Final Fantasy inspired me. Final Fantasy turned me into the person you guys know. It was where I learned my moral code from. It was where I learned how to treat people. Crossed as fuck. Yeah, that's what's up. You know it. You know it. You fucking know. Yeah, what kind of drink you having? I drink maybe like once in fucking 4 years.
Playroom Factory Frontier.
Is that a game? I play on PlayStation. Is it a PlayStation 5 game?
It's such a good game.
I'm a PS5 gamer. Yeah, I have the Wii somewhere. It's been in a fucking bag in a shed for like 10 years. It's got the whole Wii Fit set up. I think I saw it the other day. Because we all just got hella ripped right now, Red. We all just took fat rips of our bowls. Kraken Rum, Nikolai Vodka, Mango Pepsi. That's strange. Mango Pepsi Zero, and Starry something or another. Because I'm an asshole like that. Oh, okay, I thought you meant pissed off. No, I think he means crossed, like, I'm so high I don't even know what's going on right now. I think he means like that. So, we're going to do what we normally do and do our raids,
It's an old game, but
do our hosts.
for $10-$20. It's an RPG game.
Is it for the PC though? I don't have PC gaming capability. Yep, smoking that devil's lettuce, drinking 4 Locos will fuck you up. Oh yeah, the weed, never mind. Duh. I have one that was the original recipe still. I bought it to drink it, and then I never drank it, and then they changed the recipe, and then I just kept it. Is that weird? I love you, James.
I love you too, brother.
Thank you, everybody. We're going to do a raid, so stick around. Stay where you are. We're going to raid on Kick, and then host on Twitch. I mean, raid on Twitch, and then host on Kick. Who should we...
I mean, who James is, but I fucking love you, man.
James is my brother, man, from another mother. He lives in Massachusetts, where I live in California. He's been with me in this whole streaming endeavor for the longest.
Sure have. Brother from another mother.
He's one of the very few other people in the world that I actually talk to outside of this. He's one of the very few other people in the world that I actually talk to outside of this.
James and Og.
Yep. Silver Kitsune. The raid is ready. Alright, everybody. We're going to raid Silver Kitsune. They are also playing Final Fantasy 16. I don't know how far they are into it. This will be the 3rd time that I've raided this individual this month. I think I'm trying to help him gain affiliate status. Did it work? Did it go? It didn't work. What happened? They fucking went offline. They went offline. Alright, so we're gonna pick somebody else to raid. They fucking went offline. They went offline. Fucking Silver Kitsune going offline.
I just got hella bits.
You just got hella bits? Nice. Save them. Or use them. Alright, we'll take you to... It says they're still online. The fuck? Oh, because it's Silver Kitsune. What's their fucking name all the way? $10.32. That's why. I didn't put the 1032. That's why it didn't work.
I meant Soul Soup Lol.
Hey. Save those too. The raid has been created. Okay. It should work this time. It should work now. Alright, infinite peace, love, and positivity directed at you guys. Thank you so much for being here and talking. That was great, having the conversation all night. And we can talk about anything and everything anytime you're in stream. I don't mind. Note that sometimes I get passionate, but, you know, that's life.
Good thing.
Yeah.
Good night, be safe, man.
Always, you too. Thank you so much for all the support tonight. That was awesome. It was very unexpected. Thank you so much, Red. You are awesome. Stay where you are because we're going to host on Twitch right now. Or host on Kick right now. We're just getting that raid going. this will be the second host of the day. You're only allowed 2 on Kick.
That's so
Which is
weird.
weird, yeah. It's so weird. So the whole new rules that they have about, I think that is what's taken into effect the viewer count on Kick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you can't lurk anymore. You have to be active, or it doesn't count.
Or it kicks you out?
No, you can go into it like, okay, so a lot of streamers will have a tab open. Your tab,
Yeah.
your account can only counts on anybody else's tab.
Oh, wow.
So if you're streaming and you have your own page up to see it, then you can't tab somebody else and help support them. If
Right.
someone has you tabbed and they're not there and they're not actively chatting, their view count goes away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's kind of silly. It's a douchebag.
Yeah, that's why. Like, what about people who don't like to chat? They just like to...
Right. It screws it all up. We're gonna raid Harley. Harley's coming to our stream before. Done.
Pretty side quest. That has nothing to do with what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what I'm working right now. I'm just finishing up the side quest towards the main, you know. Give me that. I know you won't. I appreciate the boy.
I got it. That's a crazy video.
I'm trying to get back to the main story. Oh.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna follow your alt. You're welcome. It's episode. I got you. Crazy, I got you. Thank you for the follow. I got you too. How was your stream? What did you do?
They're also playing Final Fantasy Silver Skitsune.
Yeah.
Thank you, Queen. How are you? Yeah, my sorry for good at work and gaming and drinking. How are you?
Alright. Yeah, that's why I rated him the first time, was because he was playing 16. I was just a little bit past him when I rated him. And I think still I'm a little bit
no
closer
shit.
to him. Yeah. I think I'm just a little bit past where he is.
That's because it's overdue.
But I don't know, he might be doing final hunts and stuff too.
Right.
I stopped using that ability a long time ago.
Why?
Because there's better ones.
Let's get this over with. Stop. Don't kill him, he's just protecting his heart.
Yeah, I did this one
Joseph.
not yesterday, but the day before.
I don't know you. Brought a friend something to find you. She was worried you might have got yourself killed. Well, you've been gone that long. It wasn't hard finding you. The problem was knowing what to do. I take it things more complicated than they appear.
Well, that's cool.
No.
I love you, James.
Much love, brother.
I was talking out loud just now. I was typing. I love you too.
Really?
Yeah, I was just talking out loud.
Damn, so how close are you to actually getting to the end now?
Of what?
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 16 fan warns players they are missing some of the game's best content.
Why?
Oh, wow.
Side quests.
As a side quest?
Yeah, people are missing it.
I don't know why you wouldn't do side quests. Half the game's content's right there.
Me either. Doesn't sound like that.
There's a lot of content there, and he says people are skipping it, and they're missing out on. What? The U.S. East Coast is subsiding into the ocean.
What is it? What's it doing?
Subsiding into the ocean.
One more.
Oh yeah, Florida will be underwater fucking anytime soon, dude.
Yep.
I'm saving the hunt
Excuse
for
me,
last.
madam. It's night. It's night.
Alright. End the stream. Save the game. I've got.
I can't believe like the submarine thing is still like a freaking topic.
Right?
It's crazy.
Make
If there was anybody else that like not that rich,
back to their origin. I know. It'd be done and over with.
people would have already forgot.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, simple. You know you can actually...
Did Nikki try to stream today?
I don't think so.
Back to their origins? Okay. Right on. My homie just started this game too, like literally the other night. Oh, hey.
It's so good.